What are some amazing facts about humans? Being human for me means being vulnerable. Machines are robots, lines of codes incapable of reflecting. They have no consciousness. But even having a conscience is not sufficient for me. What I admire is someone who can admit that he is not perfect. Human beauty is revealed through imperfection. Suffering also is part of the process. Suffering is not necessarily a bad thing. It's part of life, but it's not life. Life is also experiencing love, joy and surprise. Being human is also to connect with your youth and our naivety. To remember ourselves how life was back then. When we were amazed by how everything was new. It was exciting. It was paradise on earth all the time. Now as years goes by and responsibilities kicks in, we enter the routine of life and become disenchanted by adulthood. Being human is to reconnect with that spirit of youth. It's to have pleasure and be ready to make mistakes. It's also to connect with others through their suffering. Also, one of the best experience someone can make is love. It transcends almost everything. Traveling as being aware of the rich history of every building you encounter is also an amazing feeling. That awareness to know that some places has been there for more than a millennium and that you can recreate that history instantly in your head like a film is amazing. That feeling of connection and belonging to a country, a family and to the human race in general is genial. We form a species that is unique. We should be proud of it. Most of us are unaware of the God's creation and some have even taken it for granted. Yes, we are talking about the human body. That has many undercover facts that were never shared before. But it's time to reveal what are those amazing human facts. When you cry, to know whether a person is in pain is easy. All you need to know is about the first tear that fall when you cry. If the first tear comes from the left eye means the person is in pain. But if it comes from the right eye it means happiness. Height increases at night. Do you know a person's height increases at night when they sleep? Some would have never thought about it. Every person has its own body clock that defines the amount of sleep you need. Sleeping with a correct posture at night can help you lengthen your spine and increase height. While sleeping in the wrong posture can give you strain in your neck, shoulder as well as the back. Emotions also harm. A person can also be affected by the emotions as they too harm a person. Anger weakens your liver, grief weakens your lungs and worrying weakens your stomach. Stress weakens your brain and heart, while fear weakens your kidney. That was all folks, hope you liked it. The ability to feel emotions. It often goes hand in hand with a powerful imagination. It has been said that it's both a gift and a curse to feel everything so deeply. You decide what it has to be for you. It is the one thing that makes us identify with our ancestors. What is the point of writing, or directing plays or movies to a cold audience? What makes art, music and literature last through the ravages that time threatens to bestow? It is the ability of the composers to understand every aspect of emotion. To make someone feel understood and not so alone even centuries down the line. Ah, the splendid gamut of emotions. To feel like the weight of the world is on your incompetent shoulders sometimes. To be swayed by tumultuous passions. To feel small, tiny, insignificant. To feel despair. The blinding, soul-ripping rage at an injustice. The insecurity of jealousy. To feel terribly weak and wretched. And then to come across something that puts everything back in perspective again. The beauty of a stray note in a glorious piece of music, the turn of a phrase, the magic of color, the innocent toothy grin of a child, the majesty of the ocean. Whatever works. To feel your eyes sparkle when you talk about something you love. And best of all, to bask in the sunlight of your happiness. It is also human, the ebb and tide of emotion. It is what helps us to empathize. It inspires and makes us richer in spirit. And ensures our survival in time to come.